Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Small Talk. You already know, two queens, two perspectives, one topic. Britt, what are we getting into today?
Today, we are talking about red flags, insecurities, all those reasons why you should say no, reasons why you want to stay in a toxic relationship. Asia, let's get into it.
All right, y'all. So we have a bunch of red flags that we're gonna read off, okay? And we're gonna see, are they really red flags? What's the tea with them? What's going on with them? Okay, so the first one I have is round one of sex and he's already tired. Is that really a red flag?
Oh, man. How you feel?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think that is necessarily a red flag. I feel like if you put in work, yes, you better be tired. I think it's a red flag if you're not tired, actually.
Yeah.
If we were just putting in work, okay, and you sit there like, oh, now you want to eat and take snacks, like if you're not sleeping? No, that's a red flag. Why do you have so much energy?
I agree. I guess that they need to include the time frame.
Yeah.
Because if it's a quick boom, boom, bam, wham, thank you, ma'am, then yeah, that's a red flag that you're already tired. But if you've done your good service, I feel like, yeah, then we're good to go. That was a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
At first, I was a little skeptical, but yeah, time frames.
Yeah, I don't think it's a red flag with the information we have.
Yeah, right. We'll leave it at that. So no. Okay. We'll cross that one off. We don't agree, sis.
Yeah, sorry,
we don't agree. Next one, let me see. It says, "Let me call you right back. That's my mom." Hold on, wait a minute. Because in season 4, we had this conversation about mama's boys. Red flag. Let me call you back. That's my mom.
I'm about to say yes. Okay, so why is it a red flag for you?
It's a red flag for me because I just feel like unless your mom is calling you consistently, and you talk to your mom every day, why can't you wait to call her back?
Okay.
You're in the middle of having a conversation with me. We getting to know each other, or we already know each other, but we're just having a real serious conversation between us.
Okay.
And let's take it a step further. Even if you're married and you're talking to your spouse, mom calls, mom has to wait. If it's a serious conversation. Now, if we just shooting the breeze with the mailman, like answer phone.
Right.
But if it's something serious and you're like, let me call you back, mom's calling. It's a no. It's a no for me because I just feel like if you talk to your mom regularly, she could wait. She could wait. I don't know. What you think?
See, and for me, I'm like, that's not a red flag.
Really? So you don't think you're gonna end? You don't think you would end up with a mama's boy?
See, that's not. See, in my mind, I didn't. Okay. Let me break this down.
Yeah.
If I were considering a red flag, right? This is where my brain went. That's what I was like, why do you think it's a red flag? Because in my mind, I'm like, that's not your mom. Not your mom. Nope. It's a red flag because you're lying.
Okay.
Calling back? No, that's not your mom.
Wow.
Your mom's not calling you.
Okay.
That's where my brain went.
Okay.
Probably still why I'm single. But on the other note, but in my mind, because and being real, because I was thinking like if it is like a casual conversation, because I know I'm on the phone sometimes, even if it's like my girlfriends or whatever. If my dad calls me, it's a smooth. I will call you back. My dad's on the other line.
Yeah.
Because that's just me. You know, call me a daddy girl if you want to. I am. But I guess for me, like you said, I think it depends on the conversation.
Yeah.
But for me, because the internet is saying that is a red flag, I think I can go with that. Sure, it can be a red flag, but I think it's a different red flag for me than it is for you. Because for you, it's like, no, your mom could wait. And for me, it's like, that's not even your mom.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
It's the other girl.
That's two different red flags.
It's the other girl. See, that's why I'm like, oh, that's why it's a red flag.
Yeah. But do you think, do you think that that's kind of ties into some insecurities maybe? So I only asked that because I just feel like my mind didn't take me there because I've dealt with real mama's boys before.
See, and I haven't.
Yeah, and it's one of those. It's weird.
I've dealt with cheaters before.
I've dealt with
That's why in my mind I'm like, that's where I went.
That's where you went first. Yeah. I got it. I got it. I can understand the cheating concept too. Yeah, that's true too. I didn't think of it like that. I automatically went to mama's boy. I don't know
So you're not
why.
automatic once you're a liar.
Oh, but what?
Dang! Oh my God! Wait a minute. This episode is really exposing us. Did we properly plan this?
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go. Next one.
Right.
Let's go to the next one. We
All
don't need that.
Here we go. Right. We done already said too much. You feel like you always have to explain and justify yourself.
Yeah. That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
I don't have to explain myself to nobody.
Right.
Especially numerous amounts of times.
Mm-hmm.
Or justify why I feel like. So let's talk about this, right?
Okay.
Because I do feel like sometimes you do have to explain yourself because somebody might not understand you, whatever. It's always good to get good perspectives of different perspectives of things, whatever. You're not always right.
Right.
However, if I'm consistently justifying my answers on everything, or consistently having to explain myself about everything, like you literally combat everything that I say, red flag.
Yeah.
That's not okay. I don't know.
No, I agree with that. And I do want to acknowledge this, okay? Because the key word here is always. So I know what I just said in the previous red flag, that no, you're lying, it's your mom, it's not your mom.
Yeah.
That's like a one-time thing, right? In this case. But this one says you always have to explain yourself and you always have to justify yourself. Because I feel like that's it's so many different things, because I feel like then you're always accusing me of something. Your insecurity is now taking over everything. Because I think it's different. I think we all have insecurities, right? And I think that's why in relationships you do need a level of like reassurance in that, right?
Yeah.
But if you constantly need reassurance about the same things over and over and over again, that gets exhausting. And it's like, what that girl, stand up.
Yeah,
that's how to just stand up,
girl. What,
you know what I mean?
What
like,
are you doing?
Like it's no, I don't feel that I need to have to explain myself all the time about everything. Like either trust that what I'm saying is what I'm doing, or trust the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because that's how I like to do what I do.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with that, that's on you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit up here and constantly have to justify whether I'm working too much or whether I'm hanging out with my girls or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not going to keep doing that.
Yeah. I think too, like, I'm going to bring this up because it has happened a lot in my relationship. It's a different tone that we use when we talk about justifying our answers always. When you highlight that answer always. My lovely spouse loves to play devil's advocate about everything. And I always find myself trying to justify my answer. I feel like that might be a healthy way to do things, only because he plays devil's advocate, whether he believes it or not, whether he agrees with me or not, to tap into different perspectives from people, to keep me open-minded. And not be a closed-minded, because I'm closed-minded. Like, I'm open, but I'm closed.
Right.
Once my mind is locked on something, that's how I feel.
Okay.
So maybe that is closed-minded. Like, I'm whatever. But yeah. So when you talk about like that, maybe justifying my answer, because even that got a little. I'm just like, I don't feel like talking to you today. I'm not doing this with you. Disagree with me today, because why are you doing this?
Right.
This is annoying. But then there's been other times where we have done that, and it's really brought a new light to things.
Okay.
So in that sense, like, it might be healthy and not a red flag. Maybe an orange.
Maybe like an orange.